Hey, y'all, I'm gonna be reacting to Futsal Boys, episode 4. I'll be watching it off of Funimation's website, and I will be starting off my reaction in 1-0 go! Oh yeah, Bandai Visual, which really they do have one of the best logos in anime. Dun, dun, dun. And that was a little jingle noise from the website too. And I mean, I like the footwork. It looks really, really darn nice. But you know, if our boys do lose, it's gonna make sense. I mean, they're just outdone. Yes, they have talent, but they're outdone when it comes to experience. Who knows? Maybe Sasaki's gonna finally bring it up to the plate and actually show off some impressive shit. That I wouldn't mind one bit. Yo, we figure out his weakness. Oh shit! And that's with Kuga only playing against Sasaki for a small bit, and he's already come up. He's already seen Sasaki's tendency of handling the ball. Or at least our boy Yamato's, at the very least. Ah! And here it makes sense for the animation to have some blue speed lines, considering that the floor is mostly blue. So that's a nice cost-cutting measure from the animators. Oh. There's no... Oh! I was going to say, there was no... This dude had to be fucking quick to be able to receive the pass like that. Yeah, I'm not going to actually blame their Goleto. How in the world are we going to be able to block that? That shit looked almost impossible to block from that angle. You know, I kind of expected our boys to lose, but they're getting spanked. Like, the match is barely started and they're already down, too. Holy cow. But that's how you build stakes, though. And saying that, I actually wouldn't be surprised, though, if our boys are blown the fuck out, though. That's the thing. Yo, this song right here, I love it. Speaking of which, it's feeling in a way that when it's showing off certain bits of her characters, it feels like they're gonna somehow relate to their past. Just going off of the visuals in the opening, because you see a super serious look, but then you see like characters put off in like certain silhouettes. So that's my guess on the whole thing. I can't wait to find out what's the story behind that with the Dr. Hair, though, because I don't think they put him that prominently near the last bit in the opening. If he wasn't going to matter. That's going to be my guess on that. Oh, I feel bad for this dude's self-confidence. This guy looks like a fucking boss. I would have tried. Don't get me wrong, I like how they animate some of the footwork, but I would have loved to have seen some more animation in the long distance shots, though. I mean, yeah, you see some okay, at least we're seeing some animation now. I was liking when they use the wide angles and have multiple characters on screen. It makes it even look, it makes the match look more dynamic. And I love the details too with the hair movement whenever they're about to score a goal. And unfortunate. And that's just having a substitution and already causing even more damage. Should they be complimenting his opposition in match, though? Oh, sure. I mean, hey, at least it shows you that Yamato's a good sport, though. That actually makes for some nice characterization. But darn, I'd say compliment the opposition when the match is over, because that's not going to make Sasaki happy at all to hear that. That's why I said that, because, yeah. This could cause, I wouldn't say breaks in their chemistry, but this could cause some nice awkwardness. I mean, this could cause some awkwardness. The thing is, if he does things his way, yeah, it's not going to go well, because they're just going to key in on him if he's the one trying to do everything. It's only pointless because he honestly just needs to try harder and building. Oh, okay, that's some impressive shit right there, straight up. The thing is, with that tactic's only going to work so far, because he's going to be drained the fuck out. Don't get me wrong, he might score a goal, maybe two if he's lucky, but he's going to be drained, because this sport's a sport of groups of people, not just played by like one person. He's going to be drained the fuck out, because there's only so much you can. All right, I gotta admit, that was some cool shit right there, straight up. Yes. Unfortunately, though, I don't think he's going to be able to do that multiple times. Yeah, that's the biggest question there, because they still got to score 3 more just to get ahead. And that's provided that the defense is going to be good enough. Oh. Yeah, that's provided the defense is even going to be good enough to be able to block more shots. But you know what? This loss might actually. Shit, that's if they can't even fucking get it at this rate. Well, it ain't definitely one more than now. They need fucking 2 goals now. Yeah, it doesn't even feel like a match anymore. This feels more like a fucking beatdown. Like a one-sided beatdown. I mean, that's cool. They scored an extra goal, but damn it. I mean, the thing is, though, they've got what, like 2 newbies that have just barely joined the team. So I could see why they'd be struggling right now. I mean, it's no surprise. And of their team, Yamato's completely new to the sport, too. I don't know if Sakaki actually shares that same optimism. Yep. I had a feeling he wasn't, though. And he's right. Good. At least we have someone laying down the law at the very least. Good. Finally, someone is calling out Sakaki. Even if he did that, they still got to find a way of scoring multiple goals. He knows the fucking answer. Sakaki's just bullshitting in this instance. He fucking knows. He just doesn't want to acknowledge it right now because of ego. That's why. I actually wouldn't mind that and seeing Nagamo step it up to the plate. I actually like him. And I like Sakaki too, but damn, is Sakaki being a hard ass right now. But I understand it's going to be hard for him to get rid of his solo ball tendencies, though. Or should I say his hero ball tendencies? Ah! Yo, even like the animation where he falls looks the same, but I have a. Oh, no. And that's what. Okay, I gotta admit, this is a great scene when it comes to Taiga. Shows, even though he's not in the match, how much he worries about his friend there. Oh, man, that wink. I love it. I mean, hey, he came all this way. Might as well try to be the Golero. But no, it feels like it'd be still too early. If he... I wouldn't cause them problems, though. I mean, regardless of who Nagamo plays with, there's always a possibility of injury risk, no matter what. So he has to get rid of. I think Tiger would be better off if he got rid of that potential fear. Because that's any sport. Hell, you could not even be playing sports and you can still get injured just by sheer accidents or fluky bad luck, too. And what he's got to realize is playing the sport with Nagamo would never cause Nagamo problems at all. Can only hope that means he's slowly being won over to play the sport again. Yes! Fuck yeah. Now that right there is some character development. All right, looks like our boys have a shot. Yeah. I still think they're going to lose this match, though, because the 3-point deficit's going to be way too much, though, to deal with. Oh man, well the face like now he has to fucking stop it. No, he will though, because they gotta hype up Tyga. I like how the narrator's making it sound like this is like one of those most epic shits ever, but you know what? In a way, it actually is pretty epic. It looks like he's getting power up. I fucking love this cheesy shit. Yeah. I was like when anime's like over exaggerate because this reminds me of what Kent and Tsubasa did it. Oh man, that was fucking cool. Yeah, it's like Nagamo shit fucking tapped into like a fountain of fucking energy the moment Tiger showed up. He looks like he's playing almost like a completely different person now. Well, then again, it makes sense. I mean, it's at its most funnest when he's playing with his bro Tiger, so I could see why he'd be having a lot of fun right now. I gotta admit, I like how it kind of had the animation where it seemed like he was in the air for a bit. That was a super, super nice. Some symbolic animation there. Oh! Okay, there's no way that dude's blocking that. Yes! Oh, I love his bro. Oh, man, that bro's fucking adorable. Oh, man. I just love how instantly the tone changed like the moment Saga showed up. Oh, I actually love that fist bump there. That's looking adorable. Well, hey, that's what happens when you're truly enjoying what you're doing. Well, I feel like we kind of rushed. I would have loved to have seen him actually do the goals bit by bit, but hey, here it makes sense considering that we've got the return of their golero, well, the return of the magnificent golero Taiga, so it does make sense. I still would have loved to have seen them actually perform some goals though, on screen though. They're saying that, yet the match is now tied. It's way more than that. Wait, they weren't serious before? What the fuck? Well, shit. Okay, if they've been holding back, then there's some. Then they got. I mean, they must have some monster strength then. Well, makes sense since they've been practicing a lot. Kind of annoying how we have a tiebreaker, but it was skipped. I mean, it was skipped though. Kind of a shame that they really are rushing through this match now. Because this is performing the same type of shit that I remember for all my dear Kramer did, where matches would be interesting, but then they'd be skipping over key moments of a match. Which at this point, it's like it's a sports anime. You're not really supposed to be doing that. I mean, it made sense that Albert was going to win, but shit, at least don't rush the match the way they did it, though, when it comes to the animation staff or the writing staff, or both. Whichever both of the teams are to blame for this. Yeah, Sakaki should have. Yeah, they should have realized that they knew he was going to do that, so he should have gone for the pass. But this will be a good learning experience for Kakaki, though, because for one, you would hope that he learns to not make that mistake again. So this is going to be a good thing. I know it sucks to hear, but this is going to be a good thing for them in the long run, because sometimes you need to take L's like that. Because if they would have won, yo, what are happening to his eyes? Our boy Yamato looks like he's about to fucking shoot laser beams from them. Unless it means Yamato's about to do some epic ass shit. Okay, Yamato definitely looks like he's got confidence. Yo, you know shit won't even Tiger's doing this stupid fucking pass. Whoa! Yamato. Oh. Is that a pal? Damn, he kicked that ball like a fucking cannon. Oh, son of a bitch. That'd have been so epic if it went in. But hey, you know what? Losing by 3 goals ain't that bad, though. At least they were able to put some points on the board, which is better than, say, losing by 8, because it at least seemed at the start of the episode that they were going to lose by a lot. Oh, yeah, but the thing is, this loss is going to tell them a lot about their weaknesses. I don't know why Sakaki paused there for a bit. Well, yeah, I mean, they've at least learned that. Well, at least I would hope Sakaki learned that he needs to pass the ball more. Yeah, and they can kind of hold up their head high because they were going the first half without Taiga, so they were essentially kind of handicapped for half the match. So honestly, there are a lot of positives they can take from this specific match. It ain't all bad for them. All right, I gotta admit, the episode was nice, but simultaneously, though, I'd be alive. I said it was perfect, though. So, here's what I thought about the episode from a story standpoint. It was an entertaining episode. It made plot progression because we got through the match, but I felt like the way they got through was a little bit too quick because I would have loved to have seen that goal that Albert made, the one that broke the tiebreaker, so that at the very least I could be like, oh shit, this is some epic stuff. Or when our boys finally caught up to Albert, I would have loved to have seen the reactions at that very moment from the opposing team. With the way they handled it, it felt abrupt. I would have loved to have seen our boys work together to put some goals, but the series just skipped through that. So a lot of the exciting bits in the match were pretty much just breezed through. I felt like with one more episode, this match could have been absolutely phenomenal. Here it's like, yeah, the match was fine because the studio behind it just skipped a good portion of it. I was still entertained though, but there were some flaws that you see in a lot of sports anime nowadays, which is a damn shame because start of the match, or at least the start of it that was shown off in the previous episode, was super damn good. And you don't see the same love and care put into the rest of this match in this episode. The Unforgettable Past. I like the title of that one. That's where some of my issues lie. Still, though, more positives than negatives because at the very least, I do like some of the lines of dialogue where it's mentioning now they're going to be able to learn from this loss, so it ain't all bad, and they're going to always have other opportunities, and they can just practice harder. So I love how they at the very least acknowledge that in the episode. Seeing our characters take the loss like a champ. Well, at least Yamato and some of the other boys taking it like a champ. Oh, Sakaki, he's taking it really fucking hard. So that's where my compliments in the episode lie. Yes, was it rushed? Oh, yeah, it fucking was, but hey, it was entertaining. Now, from a character standpoint, that's where it did damn good. Because here you do see with Sakaki that he's feverishly impatient for the most part. Because instead of just trying to go with like the play calling approach, he just tries to go solo multiple times. Even when it fails, it shows you the narcissism that Sakaki has. Is it justified to an extent? Yes, it is, because he's naturally super talented. But I feel like this episode is going to set him up for some character development, because I'm going to guess that he's really going to realize that he can't just do hero ball all the time. So that's something I appreciate about the episode too, where you see Sakaki naturally go back into hero ball because that's just the way he's hardwired. I felt that was realistic, and that made the writing in the episode more detailed. And aside from what they did with him, I love how we had character development for Taiga, where he finally joins the fray again, and he wants to play futsal ball again. That was actually pretty dang nice, because what I loved about it is not only we see Taiga become much more of a sudden protect, I love how it leaked the character development for Nagamo, because he enjoys the sport more than already did with Taiga coming back. And I love that morale booster at the midway point of the episode. It added a lot more heart into the episode, and it made it more enjoyable to watch. And by association, I liked the character development for Taiga and all the bromance he showed off. I mean, with Nagamo, I meant to say, and all the bromance he showed off with Taiga. So there was a lot of character moments to go around. And I love that bit where Yamato tries to become creative with the ball midway in the episode when he tries to score a goal. I thought that was actually pretty damn cool, if you ask me. So that's why, from the character standpoint, the episode worked, because there was a lot of growth to go around for multiple characters in the episode. So that's why I got to give the writing my full compliments from a character standpoint, that is. And the animation quality was fine for the most part. It wasn't anything that made me go, oh my gosh, this looks amazing, because it ain't. Trust me, the series is not super well animated. If we're talking about amazingly well animated sports anime this season, then I'm going to have to give that to Salaryman's Club, which came out yesterday. Now that series is top of the line animation. This series is in the middle tier, though. So I'll give the episode credit. There were some bits where the animation was good, like whenever you had characters take the ball from the opponents, or whenever you had goals kicked and you had like dramatized animations. Like those looked really darn nice. Or when our boy tried to utilize a special move to try to hit a goal, like in the instance of Yamato. Like all those bits were pretty dang well drawn. But the episode did use a few stills here and there. And I'm not going to ignore the fact that major parts of the match were rushed through, unfortunately, which I'm going to chalk it up to there not being enough time from the animators to do much production-wise. But regardless, the animation had more bits where it worked than it didn't work. So I'll still give it an overall positive grade. Not a super positive grade like I would Salaryman's Club, but it worked for the most part. Artwork was at the very least on model, though, so I'll give it credit for that. There weren't any bits where I thought the artwork looked derpy or ugly or super angular or super circular or super deformed. So at the very least, when it came to the visuals, the episode had that going for it to its credit. So props to the animation team for the consistency of the episode. And that's why if I had to rate the episode overall on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being a miserable, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It was nice stuff. Nothing that makes me go, oh, this is impressive, but nothing that makes me go, oh man, this is shit either. So that's why I got to at least give it a slight bit of an above average rating. But at the same time, I can't just say, oh yeah, this is amazing either, because again, Salaryman's Club exists in this season, which raises the ball now of all sports anime, because now that's the sports anime that has to be matched. And it's just that the other sports anime don't stand a chance, because it seems like that series is a high budget behind it. Still, though, I enjoyed what the episode provided, and I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to do in the next episode. Wonder if they're going to either go the dramatic route or the comedic route, or there's going to be another match. Either way, though, this series has been doing good so far, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do next. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would really love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all either rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe if you do not want to miss my reaction to episode 5. And I'll see y'all either next week if you only watch my Futsal Boys reactions, or in like half an hour when I react to Rusted Armor episode 4. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video and have a great, fun, safe, and fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.